second largest trading partner, with exports to China totaling almost $2 million last year. Governor says he wants to double that number.
Time now for a check of traffic and weather together. And Andy, what's going on?
Well, Maria, the commute's getting worse, and since we're not even to 5 o'clock yet, that doesn't bode well for anybody who's leaving later on this evening. Southbound I-15 backed up from starting downtown closer to 17th South where the delays begin. And then the bulk of the delay kind of breaks up around 45th South for southbounders. You'll see reduced speeds even after that, but the bulk of the delay is through that first portion for southbound. There's also a lot of slowing on the South 215 belt between Redwood and I-15. Then we still have that northbound delay going up between 106 South Sandy and about the 215, 7200 South area in Midvale. That's on the northbound side. Utah County still seeing northbound delays in Orem and Pleasant Grove. But really, it hasn't been as bad in Utah County as the Salt Lake Valley, Charles.
Andy, snowing heavily Interstate 80 between Foothill Drive and the Summit. Not too bad at Summit Park, but you will see slower speeds entering the canyon. Northbound problems in Davis County. It's snowing hard and slowing traffic from Farmington to Kaysville. Then really heavy delays from the Layton Hills Mall to about 700 South. Clearfield, the earlier problem in the fast lane has been cleared, so speeds should pick up a bit, but delays are about 5 miles long. And back here in the valley, we still have delays on the eastbound of I-215 from Snowpack. The Crossroads of the West Gun Show is back this weekend at the Southtown Expo Center. Get great deals on guns, collectibles, ammo, and more. Tickets online at crossroadsgunshows.com. Charles Moran of the KSL Traffic Center.
Scott, Maria, I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm going to give it to you straight. Occasional snow tonight, up to 2 inches of accumulation, especially in the bench areas. Some of this will turn to slush, but it doesn't look like it's going to cause significant travel problems. Overnight low 31. We'll get another weather system moving in Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday morning. Several inches of additional accumulation in the benches, an inch or two on the valley floor. The high on Saturday, 40. Overnight low, 30 Saturday night. Now, some snow showers Sunday morning will give way to afternoon sunshine, 49. We'll see increasing clouds Monday, 60. Rain showers, 50 on Tuesday. Clouds increase again Wednesday with a pass-by storm system Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Chance for showers Thursday morning. And Friday, we'll see the sun again. With traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s. I'm Dan Pope, KSL News Radio.
Right now in Salt Lake, we continue to have light snow at 33 degrees.
Well, President Obama has canceled the weekend family trip in order to continue negotiations over the budget in the light of the deadline for the budget to for the federal government to shut down at midnight tonight.
So stay with KSL News Radio. We'll have the latest updates on 102.7 FM, 1160 AM, Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
Discover the new BYU Salt Lake Center at the Triad in the heart of downtown Salt Lake City. Discover how easy it is to get here by tracks, bus, or car. We're just off the freeway at 345 West North Temple. Discover our wonderful new library, open computer labs, group study rooms, bigger, better classrooms, spacious student commons, state-of-the-art technology, and plenty of parking. Discover a host of morning, afternoon, and evening classes. Discover the exciting places that surround us, like Temple Square, the Gateway, the Family History Library, the museum, and much more. We're right in the middle of everything. And rediscover the personal touch you've always had. Discover a gem. Discover the new BYU Salt Lake Center. To register for classes, call us at 933-9400 or find us on the web at ce.byu.edu.
My grandfather, Charles Shane, started buying diamonds directly from the diamond cutters overseas. The only way to get there was to sail across the ocean, but he knew that cutting out the middlemen and their markups was the only way to get the absolute best diamond prices. It was true then, and it's still true today. While other jewelers buy their diamonds from middlemen and pass the markups on to you, Shane Company buys directly at the source in Antwerp, Tel Aviv, and Mumbai and passes the savings on to you. No matter how far you may have to travel to get to Shane Company, we've traveled further to provide you with a larger, better diamond for your money than anywhere else in town.
Salt Lake City's best diamond prices every day at Shane Company at the corner of State Street and 7200 South. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday till 5, closed Sundays. Online at shaneco.com.
Utah's Afternoon News with Scott and Maria on KSL News Radio.
Utah's FM news station.
Sports Beat at 13 and 43 on KSL News Radio. Here again is Jeremiah Jones.
Rory McIlroy is your current leader at the Masters at 10 under. But look who's making a charge up the leaderboard. Tiger Woods with 8 birdies today, currently tied for 4th at 6 under. And how about 51-year-old Fred Couples, also at 5 under. Jimmer Fredette has already won 3 Major Player of the Year awards. Tonight he can make it a clean sweep when the winner of the Wooden Award is announced, thought to be one of the most prestigious in college basketball. We'll let you know on the KSL 5 News at 10. After 12 successful seasons as the head basketball coach at Westminster College, former Utah point guard Tommy Connor will return to his alma mater as the top assistant under Larry Kraskowiak. The school also announced that freshman J.J. O'Brien has asked for and been granted a release from the program, although O'Brien has not ruled out a return to Utah. Leading scorer Will Clyburn was granted a release on Tuesday. Tampa Bay Rays slugger Manny Ramirez has notified Major League Baseball that he is retiring after being notified of an issue under MLB's drug policy. And tomorrow at noon, BYU wraps up spring football with a blue-white scrimmage. You can hear the action right here on KSL News Radio. That's Sports Beat at 13:43 after the hour. I'm Jeremiah Jensen on Utah's home for the BYU Cougars. KSL News Radio 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Emergency traffic reports or interstate shutdowns on Utah's Afternoon News with Scott Seeger and Maria Chaleos on KSL News Radio, Utah's FM news station.
Our top local story this hour, 2 more possible cases of measles are confirmed as health officials try to keep it from spreading.
One of my friends, his mom didn't want him to come to school. She was worried about him getting measles.
Now the state says only about 3.5% of school-aged children are not immunized.
President Obama has canceled a weekend family trip in order to stay in Washington as the midnight deadline approaches to prevent a government shutdown. Although negotiations have continued, so have accusations of who's to blame for the stalemate.
Salt Lake City is making preparations for possible spring flooding as more rain falls in the valley and more snow piles up in the mountains.
Now joining us live now on the KSL Newsline is Stephanie Dewar with the Department of Public Utilities in Salt Lake City. And thanks for being with us, Stephanie. Salt Lake City has a few streams that go through neighborhoods. Have you got any problems there that you're concerned about?
Actually, the only 2 streams that are of any particular concern are City Creek and Immigration, and yet they only have a 10% probability of flooding. So at this point, we're in very good condition.
Okay, so what kinds of preparations do you make this time of year to make sure that you're ready for any type of flooding?
We actually start earlier, and what we do is we make sure that all of our streams and stormwater systems are clear of debris, and then we're continually monitoring those to make sure that